how can I stand out as an online fitness influencer?
He wants to help people lose fat. And that's great. But it's harder to have a message of people losing fat when you could say, I want to help men that work a 9 to 5 and feel like they have little time to go to the gym and count calories, lose fat.
Ryan, we got a comment on one of our recent videos that says, how can I stand out as an online fitness influencer? Any strategy for how I can position myself? So I would like to be an online fitness influencer. I need your help.
Yeah, no, this is from Paulo Semedo. His Instagram is Paulo_Bonjaski. First off, cool name. Not sure which one's your actual name, but I like it. Yeah, we checked him out, and I come from a gym background. So I used to own a gym. I have some understanding of what people are looking for. I sold my gym, so usually that's pretty exciting for other gym owners to hear. But yeah, let's kind of walk through this strategy session as if Nick were Paulo, just a much smaller version of Paulo. Sorry, Nick.
That's just a compliment to you, Paulo. So we'll leave the insult aside. Can I take a look at his Instagram so I can kind of know where I'm coming from with everything?
Yeah.
All right, so I am an online fitness influencer. I need to stand out. I've got about 2,100 followers, and I'm posting reels and photos pretty consistently. They're mostly of me working out, of the challenges I'm doing with myself. Yeah, it's almost like a public, hold myself accountable and share what I'm doing. What should I do?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for you personally as Nick, but you can answer this in a way that you'd like to take this conversation. My first question to you is, what's your main goal? Is your goal to grow an audience as a social media influencer, or is your goal to acquire like personal training clients, or is your goal to maybe sell online, something like, what is the end goal? That's the first thing I need to know.
I would say, being an online personal trainer, my goal is to get clients, but I kind of want to build an audience in the meantime, because that's how I'm going to have a steady flow of clients, and I assume grow my personal training business.
Yeah, so maybe we're saying Paulo is trying to get maybe some in-person, but like the eventual goal is to have an online audience that's paying him money monthly to get training programs or go through a X week program to achieve Y results is ultimately what we're probably trying to go for.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, love the idea of needing to build an audience. I agree. But you can also get clients at a really small audience. So the first thing I would do is say, who is the individual targeted audience? It's not all people trying to lose fat. It's not all people trying to bulk. Let's get much more targeted and specific. So I'm going to let you say, who is your ideal client that you would like to work with? Like, get as specific as possible.
This is going to be tough.
It is going to be tough, but I'll let you can take this how you go, because it's going to be translated to anything.
Yeah.
But this is the first thing I would do.
Yeah. So I want to help people who are overweight lose fat without counting every calorie in every meal.
Perfect. Do you have a specific type of person that you want to help? Is it a busy entrepreneur? Is it a former athlete? Is it... Let's get more specific. Dads, moms.
So I'm gonna go with 9 to 5ers. I'm a male, so I'm gonna go with men.
Okay.
Who work like a 9 to 5 typical job. Mm-hmm. Don't really feel like they have that much time that before and after work. That's the time to get. Mm-hmm. And so they don't have time to be tracking their meals throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is better. When we're doing something like this, because with Paulo stuff, I don't see a targeted person. He wants to help people lose fat. That's great. But it's harder to have a message of people losing fat when you could say, I want to help men that work a 9 to 5 and feel like they have little time to go to the gym and count calories, lose fat. Mm-hmm. That's a much more appealing. And I would also put a targeted number too. I want to help those people that want to lose their first 20 pounds. So now we've got results tied to the desire. And Paulo on here shows a lot of himself working out, and that's perfectly fine. But that's not the audience. He isn't that guy. And so when I go on his account and I'm like, oh, it's a guy that looks like he's trying to bulk for a bodybuilding competition. He doesn't resonate with someone who is literally me, a guy. I mean, I don't really work a 9 to 5. I kind of work all the time. But, a guy that was a former athlete, former gym owner, has put on some extra pounds because he sits behind a computer, don't have the time because I've got a kid, I've got clients that we're trying to work with. I don't have the time to do the calorie counting and all that. So that speaks to me. I'd love to lose my first 20 pounds or get a kickstart to lose my first 20 pounds, especially if you can put a timeline in 12 weeks. Like, man, 20 pounds in 12 weeks, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the first starting point, is to define who it is that you're really speaking to. Because I like in the Instagram profile, it says, I will help you lose fat without counting calories. Okay, let's get it much more specific. I will help 9 to 5 busy men lose their first 20 pounds in 12 weeks. There we go. Now we have something to create content around. And I think creating content is the way to go, because guys are looking for that. And so you've got two angles here. You can show the results. Here's a bunch of guys that are doing this. The guys that I've worked with that have gotten the results. Before and after for fitness works. Show normal people. This is what they looked like, and this is what they look like now. And this is what they look like 6 months after they continue on with me for my next program. But you're just showing people, like, this could be you, and tell their story. Bill was a dad that had a corporate job and used to be very active. Then he got a promotion and is sitting behind the desk all the time. He ballooned up to 250 pounds and was unhappy with how he felt. So he needed a change. He found me, and now he's down to under 200 pounds again, and he hasn't had to count a single calorie. Social stories that resonate with your target client. I think you could do that over and over again. Now, you brought up an interesting point before this, but you are currently Paulo. But I'll use what you said. Another idea is to give away exercises or workouts for free. So it could be a stay-at-home dad challenge, or not stay-at-home dad, a working man challenge on your lunch break. Here's a 10-minute thing you could do on your lunch break that's going to help you kickstart losing your first 20 pounds. And it's free.
But why would I give that out for free if I'm charging people for that service?
Well, I mean, at some point you're going to need to show your value. And if you're helping someone get started, some people want to do it on their own, and that's fine. They're never going to pay you money. But if you can help somebody kind of get a couple ideas, prove that you do in fact know what you're talking about, and get them kind of going in the right direction, when you then offer, well, this is what my 6-week program looks like, and you slowly offer that throughout the month, then that might resonate with them. I've almost pulled the trigger on a online program because he speaks like very specific to someone like me. And he doesn't offer sales, or he doesn't try and sell all the time. It's like once every 6 weeks, he'll make and this is my program. But he gives away a free workout every single day.
Every day?
Every day. He said, this is what I do. And this is the workout I would do if I'm a busy stay-at-home dad, or a busy father that needs to lose their first 20 pounds.
So what you're saying makes a lot of sense right now. Sharing stories, testimonials, and my own transformation, and then teaching people for free online. What about the stuff I'm currently posting? Should I stop posting that and change to these, or what? I
would, on the feed at least, because when I show up to your Instagram feed, it looks like it is a personal journey of Paulo. but it doesn't show me that Paulo is someone that helps me achieve my goals. So that's great that it's about you. And he might have another profile somewhere for his online personal trainer stuff. But from the one that I see, it looks like it's an ode to you. And that doesn't help me. So I need to see people like me, and I need to see things that will help me to make me want to work with you.
Okay.
But I think Instagram is the right thing to do. I think the Reels are a right thing to do. I think it's just changing the topic of finding that really specific message that resonates with your perfect person that you want to work with, or at least who you're trying to target at the beginning. You can then make a new person later, but try and talk to just one person at one time until you build it up to the point you want to, because it's way easier to follow the story.
Gotcha.
And then I'd share some advice, like, here's something you can do on your lunch break. You're a busy 9-to-5 guy. Here's what you can do. Here's a simple thing you can do that costs you no extra time, no extra money, and everyone can do it. Like, what would that be?
So kind of relate. Sorry.
I was going to give you an example.
Perfect.
Park in the back of the parking lot instead of at the front. Everywhere you go. Just park in the back. You're going to get extra steps throughout the day. Those extra steps are going to help you burn some extra calories. Real simple.
That's fun.
Yeah. Like, you gave away something where someone was like, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's a good piece of information. I might start doing that.
Yeah.
But that's nothing to do with his program. It might, but
yeah.
We just know, hey, if you get an extra 1,000 steps, 2,000 steps, you're going to burn a couple more calories.
Got one. So kind of playing off the energy of his profile, I think he enjoys like motivational content. So is there a way, if I'm Paulo, I can still post that? So, here's a video that says, the gym equals therapy and stuff like that. Do you completely get rid of that, or how do you do it?
I'm probably the worst person to ask on this, because I'm like, not anti-motivational, but like, I'm not a emotional type person. I like facts. You are someone that likes more of the motivational and inspiring stuff. You as Nick, not you as Paulo. So that is something that is appealing to you. And so maybe the motivation can be something that's still around, like the transformation. So maybe you've got a motivational quote in the video or in the photo, but in the caption, you can say how that can motivate you to achieve your goals. We always want to tie it back to the benefits. So the benefit of working with you, the benefit of getting in shape, the benefit of, fitness and health. So always go back to those desires and the benefit of what they're seeking.
Just kind of different angle of that.
Yeah.
I think that, when people put like a motivational quote over just a shot of them lifting, I see other people that will have the same motivational quote. They just hold up their phone and say it. People engage with it. And it's like energy matching. And I think I sense kind of some energy from him that it's like, hearing from him, people would want to work with him.
And the thing is, it's like, try it.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to try it. Give it a try. Maybe it works. Like, even if it works, double down on it, triple down on it, do more of it. But if it doesn't work, maybe it's just for your pleasure, and that's fine. You do things because you enjoy it. But you also need to make sure that you're doing things that are helping you move forward in your business.
So one final question I have, is there anything, and we don't know, he may have separate pages for this. Click the link in the bio. You got Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Are we missing anything?
I mean, I would double down on just one.
I'd get in touch with him.
Oh, yeah, good point. Like, I can't buy from you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what I would, if we were building a whole strategy on this, there would be a lead magnet there. Get 1 week free workouts, or get my 7-day nutrition that any 9-to-5 guy can follow. It looks like he's an intermittent fasting guy, so maybe he gives some sort of something that you can do. Like, if you start your fast at this time, here's the first meal, or here's what your meals would look like at the end of the day for the next 3 days. He could give something like that away for free, and it doesn't take him any time, but someone would click it, they'd download it, they'd give him their email, and now he has contacts that he can follow up with via email whenever he wants to offer, hey, I'm starting a new 12-week challenge to lose 20 pounds. Do you want to join?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. I never clicked on the link, but yeah.
Only thing I was like,
Gotta have a call to action.
Yeah, what do you offer?
Yeah, I would start with a lead magnet, and then I don't know what his offer is. I would try and do something like these challenges, like a 12-week challenge to lose 20 pounds, and try and get a bunch of people doing it at once, and then you can kind of do that group coaching just online.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that'll work. I will go get my 9-to-5ers, men.
Yeah, no, Paulo, like, let us know how it works or what you decide to do. And also, we appreciate the comment. So if you also own a business, like, ask away. This is my favorite part of marketing, is kind of building out little business or marketing plans to help people actually make some sales and grow. So yeah, if you've got some other questions or you want us to run a scenario for your business or what you do, comments, and we'll happily do it.